So this first slide, I'm here to set the problem space for everyone. So 1 in 4 seniors will fall or experience a fall, as you have heard. And these falls, they're not trivial. For the non-clinicians in the room, this is what a hip fracture looks like. So you can kind of see that over there. And as was mentioned, a large proportion of these hip fractures are from falls, up to 90%. And 30% mortality can occur from these falls at the 1 year time point. However, a large proportion are preventable, and that's the focus of our pitch. So we're here to present Nolly, the no-fall at-home robot companion. And this is our team. We have a wide range of expertise, and then we got one more team member, Nolly. Let me set the scene. It's late at night, and you're a senior, and you're sleeping in your bed, and you're experiencing some nocturia. So you're having frequent urination in the middle of the night, which often leads people to have to wake up.
Oh, not yet. Not yet. Oh. Okay. The split sharing software.
Some technical hiccups. Bear with us.
How do you split share on the Zoom? Oh. When I shared my screen. Yeah. You ready? Oh, okay. The lights.
I am NickBot 3000. My mission, find the things on the floor before you become the thing on the floor. NickBot 3000 is on duty. Try to stay vertical.
So this is our house light simulator.
You're up. Let me check what the floor has in store for you. There's a can to your left, on the floor, where feet go. Classic. Oh no, I see something. Okay, now you're in good hands. Well armed. Getting this side, don't hold your breath. What's up, genius? Like a bottle is just sitting there to your right.
Oh, it's detecting the other bottle. Yeah. But yeah, you want to go back to bed now? You want to go back to bed? Yeah, so the elderly will go back to bed now. And the IR sensor will now detect the sleeping position. You want to sleep a little more?
Going again just to be sure. Nothing on this side. You're doing better than expected.
It's angry. Okay, well, you get the gist. But yeah, it's
Right than I do. Unlike some people.
Okay. Yeah, so I guess we can describe the system a little bit. Oh. Yeah. Can we see the screen? Oh, it's okay, okay. All right, yeah. So this was the kind of the scene, the robots next to the bed. Elderly patient is walking to the bathroom, and so the hue light was supposed to turn on once the IR sensor detected in the dark, like the pose of the patient, and they realized, yeah, like we should probably turn on the lights and look for any hazards on the floor. So to the right is the actual IR view that we took yesterday, just in case. And it kind of shows the pose estimation and how it looks when they're getting up. And so we have the perception system. You can basically think of it as your like open claw getting access to the real world, right? So like in physical AI. And so essentially it has the sensors as the perception side, IR sensors for nighttime, the cameras when the lights are back on and you want to identify object. There's the mic and the speakers for being able to have natural conversations, as well as additional like longitudinal history. And so this all goes into the agentic core, which can use reasoning as well as like a skills and set of tools to actually interact with the person physically. So it can like guide them, it can show them specific things, add more context. You know, when you say that is in, that is like a hazard. What is that? You can now actually point at it. And so like the other skills are like turning lights on with the Philips Hue, which didn't really work this time. As well as like scanning for hazards, pointing. And so you can kind of see how you can give these AIs more tools so it can act in the real world.
Yeah, so what is our product vision? So sure, this might be a little silly of a demo, but really our goal is 24/7 care and health advocacy, especially for those who are most vulnerable, older adults who live alone, older adults who live in rural areas. If every one of those people can eventually have a little companion for right now, it's just for simple things like fall detection, right? But eventually it's like what we just analyzed was like continuous hazard analysis, like clutter in a house is one of the top reasons for falls. And yeah, and then integrating with wearables data. Yeah, and then eventually you could think of it as just like also ultra high bandwidth patient engagement, which is a huge issue with healthcare in general. Patients, as soon as they leave the clinic, they disappear into the ether. So yeah. And then yeah, so I'm going to talk about something we also implemented that was less harder to show in the demo, but
Yeah, so this was a demonstration of like more acute interventions. There's something on the floor, we want to prevent them from falling. But as one of the payers in the audience told us yesterday, statutory minimum for check-ins for people in Medicare is once a year. People might deteriorate throughout that interval. And so when you have something like this that people are getting more comfortable with and you're walking by, as you saw quickly there, you're actually getting pretty high quality data on how they're moving. And so this is some fancy over-engineered stuff, but it's mapping to like a biomechanical model with their muscles and tendons. And this can be customized. Has this person had surgery? Do they have whatever? And these are like joint reaction forces. And you can essentially pretty clearly see what's happening with this person. Do we have a sudden change in like left hip, like adductors are firing way more than they used to over the past 2 weeks? Like, can we escalate specifically to PT or even surgery? Because people that are old and walk around are comorbid, right? You know, they have a lot of things happening. They might not want to like say, hey, this is going on. Yeah, that's future stuff. Thanks.
Woo! All right, give it up. Judges,